Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy. Please welcome the winner of 2 Academy Awards, an Emmy, and just an all-around nice lady, Sally Field.
That song just makes me all a-quiver, I'm telling you.
Makes you quiver?
It makes me all a-quiver. It's just so exciting to hear it.
Is it like a quiver? Is it a quiver, or is it more like a cold chill when you hear that?
Really, a good quiver or a bad quiver?
It's a good quiver.
You did Gidget, of course, when you were 2.
Yeah, right.
Right? Now, how old were you when you did Gidget?
I had just turned 18.
And at 18, you couldn't have had too much showbiz experience, or were you like a child, baby actor and all that stuff?
No, it was my first thing.
I got
that job. I didn't have an agent. I was right out of high school, but I had been acting in high school, in junior high school, and that counts big time, I'm telling you.
Did you? Well, it depends where. If it was like Southern California.
Well, it was Birmingham High School.
Oh, sure. That's out in the valley,
Sure.
right? Out in the valley.
Gidget was your very first thing ever?
Yeah.
How did you get that?
Oh, I'll never say. Oh, no.
Come on, Sally Field.
Yeah, really.
I mean, did they pluck you out of a high school show or what?
No, I had graduated from high school, and I was looking for some place to act over the summer, and I went to a workshop that was located at Columbia Studios. It was just using the facilities at night, and the casting guy, he was there during the I had to audition to get in, so I did a scene from Toys in the Attic with my mother, which I'm sure was really breathtaking.
Yeah, people like to work with their mothers.
Especially Toys in the Attic.
Yeah.
And the casting guy came by afterward and asked if I wanted to come on an interview. And I said, yeah, sure, gosh.
Well, that little moment, I don't know if you know this number, but that your total gross of all the movies you've been in, $1,160,380,000.
That's a good number.
Quite
Really?
a turn from the little moment there in the...
Yeah, those are things you can find out on the internet,
And
Sally.
what is my take in that?
You know, and here's what's funny.
Man.
But here's what's amazing, Sally. Okay, so you think, wow, that's a huge amount of money, and I don't know how many movies.
Okay, I don't want to know other people's. Now you're going to say, who's
Well,
somebody...
no. What I was going to say is Titanic alone has grossed over $1 billion.
I know.
Isn't that amazing?
It is.
That was through 25 movies. That's some serious jack, Sally.
That's pretty great.
Because I want to talk about your recent stuff, but do you think that they could ever sell a concept like the Flying Nun today?
Oh, look at the films today. Are you kidding?
I mean, somebody walked into a studio.
So they're fighting over that idea.
I mean, somebody walked into a studio and said, "Okay, here's the thing. It's this nun, and she's this and that, and she can fly."
Check it out.
It's like,
Yeah, I'm telling you, It was what it was, but I remember the first day of work when I went in to do this, they looked at me and said, we'll have to cut your eyelashes. And I said, cut my eyelashes? But they cut my eyelashes. They said, your eyelashes are too long. It looks like you have mascara on. No one will ever believe it. And I said, this is a nun who flies. What are you talking about?
Right, nobody will ever believe it, but they'll believe the
Exactly.
nun flies. That is funny.
Was it tough for you, though, to go from playing like Gidget and the Flying Nun to more serious roles like Norma Rae?
Oh, tremendously, like climbing Mount Everest backwards. It was,
Yeah, you had to prove yourself.
Well, more than that, I had to get in the room to prove myself. They wouldn't, they didn't want me in the door. They didn't want me on the list. In those days, television was not a plus on your side if you wanted to go into film or if you wanted to be considered a serious actor and get to the work.
So you couldn't even make the auditions.
No, I couldn't get on the list for anyone to call me to come into the audition.
And also, you were blessed with a very cherubic kind of baby face, and probably it took a long time before you were able to even play adult roles.
Yeah, I'm just barely getting around to it now.
Yeah, that's right.
You have had every single kind of role. You were responsible for my junior high years of begging my parents to get a Trans Am.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
You're partly responsible for that.
Oh, dear.
I mean, I love those movies. All the Smokey and the Bandit stuff and the Hooper and those days. You just had such a incredible career. Was some of Smokey and the Bandit filmed outside of Atlanta?
Oh, yeah.
More of this interview you don't want to miss is back in minutes on the best of the morning X 99X.